Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's Master Luke here, and welcome to Kirby Star Allies for Nintendo Switch. We're going to be kicking off this brand new Let's Play here on the channel. I'm really excited to start it with you guys. I've been waiting for this game a long time since its first initial release at one of our Nintendo Directs. So yeah, big fan of the Kirby series, and can't wait to try this one out too. Alright, let's jump into the story mode and see what's going on. Alright, well, I don't know who that was out in outer space, but it sure looked pretty intense. And that heart, it kind of looked familiar. If you're familiar with the Kirby series, it kind of reminded me of the final boss from the last Kirby game, Planet Robobot. If you haven't played that one, spoilers, I guess. But in the finale of that game, you fight Nova, which is reborn as the Star Dream. And after you defeat it, he actually tries to eat you, and you go inside, and what do you find inside is a giant heart. So, and it looks like pretty crystal, like that one. So I'm wondering if they're any way connected at all. Who knows? I'll have to find out soon enough. All right. So if you played the Kirby demo, this first level is going to look a lot familiar, just because this was the one that was featured in the easy mode, and here we go. And there we go. All right, so we made a friend here with Poppy Bros Jr. And as you can see, the new mechanic in this game is throwing hearts at other characters, such as this Sir Kibble and this Blade Knight, to kind of add them to your party and then use them as such. All right. So yeah, back as I was talking about the Star Dream OS, which was that giant heart. I gotta be honest. That to me was like, if you've read the subtext that showed up during the boss lore, which you always got to do in any Kirby game, it got really dark and really creepy. I don't know if, how much you guys know about that game, but towards the end, the President Haltman or whoever had rebuilt the Star Dream OS, he tried to control it with this helmet-looking thing, and it tried taking over his mind, and basically took all his memories, put it in the Star Dream OS, and then when you go to fight the Star Dream OS, you can actually hear him scream every time you destroy one of the things inside the Nova, which is kind of crazy. So I'm telling you, that game gets really dark towards the end, and that's probably why it's one of my favorite Kirby games to date. I'll be honest. Superstar is always going to be the best Kirby game, but Planet Robobot has easily become my second favorite main series Kirby game. Just with the mechs and the story, I really like it in that one too. All right. And then I'd probably say Return to Dreamland is number 3, and I guess we put Squeak Squad at number 4. I really like that game. All right. So as you can see, sorry, I kind of skipped over it. But another big thing in this game, just like recruiting new characters, is that you can also get them to mix abilities like Kirby 64. Well, kind of. It's not as unique as Kirby 64 was, as far as getting totally different powers when you were mixing them. But you can kind of combine elements and weapons to create elemental weapons that do a lot more damage and just look way cooler. So right now I got the Fire Sword, and we're just running around collecting puzzle pieces, which is the new game, this game's sort of gear cubes, or whatever those things were called in Robot, or Sunstones, Triple Lux, or the Lore Star Cutter parts. Whatever. It's the collectibles of the game. You know what I mean. All right, so here we're actually no. Oh, I didn't want to kill him. I was gonna try to add him to my team. Oh well. All right, and we got our first mini boss, Mr. Frosty. And there we go. And we got our first ice power up. Ice, as you know, is one of my favorites. And that's one of my favorite moves that you can do. It's double tap, B down, and you can roll in a little ball there. All right. Nope. Hold up. There we go. All right, so we're going to destroy the path down here. Have our Burning Leo take care of this grass for us. Or a sword. That works. And this is one of our big puzzle pieces. Okay, so I should take that back. In this game, the big puzzle pieces are more like the cubes, and the small puzzle pieces are more like the keychains or the stickers from Triple Lux and Robobot, respectively. So, there you go. So they kind of work together. And that's the end of the first level. There we go. And we only made it to third. All right. I got to really work on my timing there. See how many get to first. Because if you get all the way to the top spot, then you get extra puzzle pieces. All right. On we go. All right, Donut Dome. And as you can see, you can walk around the main map here in a totally 3D perspective, jump around, collect little stars. I don't know if there's much more than that, but yeah. I still think that's pretty cool. Really reminiscent of Super Mario 3D World. Okay. And we get our first water ability. Who are we going to trade out with him? Let's do Poppy Bros. There we go. And as you can see, also returning is our down slide attack. Or kick, whatever you want to call that. No, go the other way. There we go. Man, why does he want to keep going back up? That's weird. So let's add some power-ups to that guy. All right, so we get the ice sword. Very cool. Got a little corn there, and a hot dog. Awesome. And there we go. we got another puzzle piece. Awesome. And man, they are destroying these guys. All right, and we are going to get our first rock ability. Actually, what are we going to do? Let's cancel that. Then I will go get the rock. There we go. And bam! There we go. Oh. And we get our first copy ability. Either you can use ice or water to create this curling stone, which is pretty cool. There we go. And totally demolish your enemies down the slope. And we found some more puzzle pieces down here. All the way down. And as you can see, we can even create Mario bricks, which is pretty cool. All right, so this is our first like little bonus room. Let's see. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, so it shows you when to use ice, but you can use what am I saying? Water as well. And there we go. Let's try using it. There we go. Let's see if we can use stone on these guys. Yeah, it kind of worked. Hit me again. There we go. Take those guys out. Somebody coming down here. Nice. And there's our extra large puzzle piece. Or big puzzle piece. I don't know if there's an official name. Rainbow piece? I guess we can call it the rainbow piece. It's all glittery and sparkly. Rainbow piece it is. Alright. And as you can see, here's the new Powerup Festival, which is another screen nuke item. Makes you do a little dance here, similar to Mike and Crash. And I guess it gives you you a higher attack too, which is pretty nice. I don't know if the other Mike and Crash do that, which both are in this game, from what I know. So, there we go. And we hit our first big switch here, which opens up the Dream Palace for us. So we'll check that out after we complete this level, which I believe it's almost over. Yep, here we go. Might as well get a power up before we finish. And there we go. All right, let's try to see what we can get first. I gotta wait a little bit longer to try to get this down here. Nope. Nope, only made second. Yeah, I just gotta hold it a little bit longer. They do give us food, though, so that's nice. Alright, so we unlock some more pieces there. Alright. And it opens up Honey Hill. And as we can see, it also opened up the Dream Palace for getting that big switch. Now, we can head in here and meet up with other legendary characters such as Waddle Dee, King Dedede, and Meta Knight, as well as future DLC packs that'll be coming out where you can unlock Rick, Kine, and Koo, as well as Marks and Gooey, which I think is pretty awesome. So we'll make sure to check those guys out when the DLC comes out. All right. But we can start off by getting Waddle Dee, which, as far as I know, is the only way to get Spear in this game. From what I've seen on the online list, I don't think you can get Spear in an enemy. So, otherwise you have to bring the Waddle Dee in with you. And Spear is one of my favorite copy abilities, so I'm glad that they added him. All right, on to Honey Hill. And, ooh, before we go, before I kill this guy, I want to become him. So we got Yo-Yo returning from Kirby Superstar for the first time. That's pretty awesome. But we're going to give it some ice abilities here. Or some water. That's fine. So we got the Splash Yo-Yo. It's got some new power-ups, like, or some new moves like Walk the Dog there. And then, well, that's returning. That's a Spiral Gazer, or Gazer Spiral. That's new. I just think it's like Orbit something. Yeah, that's a new. You just tap it down and B. If you hold it longer, it'll do just your regular attack. But nonetheless, here's our first mini puzzle piece. Let's also give Spear Waddle Dee a ability too. Oh, I guess it's going after the Blade Knight. The Splash Sword. And can we give him the Splash Spear? There we go. Perfect. Splash Spear. Gives you a little more attack. Oh, well, now we all have water. Oh, there we go. The spear works to cut that. Nice. All right, so we need... Oh, we actually need fire. So we'll change our water guy to a fire guy, since our other two guys already have water abilities, which is something that's really nice. Here, let me change it to Burning Yo-Yo. Even if you get rid of your, like, the main character who has fire or water or whatever element, if another character still has it equipped to one of their weapons, you can still have them, like, pass it on, which I think is pretty awesome. It doesn't make it a little easier, but it saves you the frustration of walking into a room, realizing you don't have the right powers, and having to go back out. Which I found this game is pretty generous when it comes to helping you out in those those like secret rooms, or the one-way door rooms, the orange door rooms. Sorry, not one way, both ways. Yeah. So in past Kirby games, if you didn't go into the level with the correct power-up, some of the time you'd be pretty screwed and you have to go back out and come back in with the right power. This one you can find most of them in the level, so you won't have to restart the levels like in past games, which is pretty nice, especially for newcomers to the series. Alright, so we got to get them to move this for us here. We go down here and hit the switch for them. They can cross. Oh, watch out for that Rough Nuff, or whatever that thing's called. Nuff Rider? Or maybe that's the Waddle Dee. Time to mow the lawn. There we go. Get a little medicine bottle. So nice. And that's another power-up that you can, or another ability you can do with Yo-Yo. If you're really close to somebody, well, not these guys, because this is pretty large. But you can actually grab them and throw them if they're super close. Now, Whip is another power-up that I really liked, introduced in Kirby Return to Dreamland for Wii. This is what I feel like ultimately replaced Yo-Yo, and I really didn't ever believe that Yo-Yo was going to come back after we got this, just because I figured it was there to replace Yo-Yo, but apparently not. They're still thinking about old power-ups, which makes me happy. and hopeful that my favorite past power will return in the form of magic. It was only in Squeak Squad, and it was only like you could get it from the boss and that. Well, no, I take that back. It was also an Amazing Mirror, but it was like a one-use power-up. And they fully fleshed it out in Squeak Squad so that it had multiple moves. Something similar that they did in this game, which was Cook, seen originally in Kirby Superstar, that was a screen nuke as well, has also been turned into a semi-full power. It doesn't have a ton of moves. You can just throw plates and use your ladle, and still cook enemies in the pot. But it's still pretty neat nonetheless, and it doesn't go away immediately after you use it, which I like as well. All right, so we'll whip that, and then quickly go. Oh, it's taking its time. Get back up here and jump in the cannon, and find ourselves another secret. There we go. All right. Go. Nice. If we didn't go fast enough, that pile of Waddle Dees would have ultimately crushed the bridge. So here we go. Our another switch. And the extra stage is open. Awesome. All right. I think we got everything. Did we get the rainbow piece in this one? It might still be coming up. Let me check. Does it show you if you have it in here? It may not. I was just wondering if we'd already grabbed it. Oh man, he totally threw him off. Get out of here. All right, so we got a couple stars there. And a carrot. Puzzle piece? Yep. There we go. Don't need fire because we already got it. Oh, here we go. Here's where we get the puzzle piece. My bad. Or maybe it's... I know it's like some 4 cannons or something. Is this it? Hey, there it is. All right. And that completes that. Awesome. Oh, well, we made it to 2 that time. Without having to try to climb up. So we're getting a little bit better each time. All right. All right, and the extra stage is now unlocked. Okay, so, in our first episode, we got through the first 3 levels, opened the Dream Palace, and unlocked the extra stage. So join us next time. We'll be heading on to fight this boss here, and do the extra stage, and then finally make it to DDD's castle. What's he doing eating all that food? We'll find out in the next one. So thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, leave your comments down below, and we will see you then. Bye.